Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United, and I'm back again. Yeah, so obviously today we're going to talk about the KYC Q&As that were released, and I'm going to explain what everything means, what everything means for all of us, because obviously some of us still have got questions as to what everything means. But right now, it means a lot. That's one thing I can tell you. It means a lot. It's actually positive. I would look at it in a positive light because KYC is something that without it we can't do anything. We can't do anything. So we need the KYC to be able to do everything. I've spoken a lot about KYC over the past few months, but this time everything is coming to fruition. It's going full circle, and we are gonna enjoy the fruits of our labor. So I'm not gonna really put you in any state of doubt. You are gonna understand everything we do, of course, and you will know what I'm trying to say, because I love the fact that people have come in. Please don't forget, smash that like button anyway. Smash the like button. You know I love my like buttons. So let's talk Pi Network's KYC Q&As. It's so important that we talk about this. This is something that I'm gonna talk about, and then when I finish, I'll obviously answer the questions that you've got, because it's important that I answer your questions as well, because I know you've got questions. And of course, tomorrow is definitely going to be a long explanation again, because tomorrow I've got another KYC video. It's a phone-in show. I never knew that they were gonna. I knew they were gonna do something about KYC. They were gonna tell us stuff. Obviously, I was expecting them to release it in a mass way, because that's what I was told. But they realized that there's going to be a server traffic, and once that happens, we're going to be in trouble. You get what I'm saying? So they have to roll it out slowly but surely to ensure that every tool that is required to be working in conjunction with the KYC process works perfectly. And to do that, you need to do it slowly but surely. And that's why they're doing what they're doing, to ensure that we don't. Let me move myself to the left a bit. So, just to ensure that, am I moving at the right place? No, let me move myself here. God, I got my mirrors wrong. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, just to ensure that they get everything right. So, what I'm going to do, obviously, all of you have Pi, all of you have it. So, I'm not going to, so you can go into your Pi app and click on where it says, let me see, where it says KYC Q&A. And then when you click on it, obviously I'm gonna read it and then I'll explain it to you, because I need to explain everything, because not everyone understands it, and it's understandable. It's understandable. So the questions that you may have already been asked, but I know you're gonna ask different questions. The questions that you may have, they've already asked them. So obviously, yeah, I'm gonna answer the questions for you. So one question here, they're saying, will there be a mass KYC, or will it continue to roll out in batches? And the answer they gave us is there's going to be small batches, and then soon after there will be the mass KYC. And this is for the purpose of improving the system to scale for the mass KYC. Is important, because when they say scale, what they mean is to be able to give us the facility and the capacity to be able to do it. Because if they don't do that, what's going to happen is we're going to find ourselves in trouble. You get what I'm saying? We're going to find ourselves in trouble. And that's what I was talking about. So the scaling is so important. If you've done programming, you will know that scaling is one of the main parts of programming, especially when you have a larger data. So obviously, they're telling us that they've been releasing in batches, small batches of slots. In recent times, we've seen they did the 100 in each country, and in recent times, they've done the 50 in each country. But because I've been KYC'd, I don't get access to that. You get what I'm saying? I don't get access to that. So I can't tell you how it's done, because I can tell you how it's done, but I can't tell you how to do it, because at the end of the day, I have done my KYC is already done. That's the reason why I don't see the next bit, because it will not allow me to get there, because I've already been KYC'd. So they're trying to tell us that. So for example, they released a new version of KYC app that contains liveness check, of course, and then a document redaction preview to 50 more people per country. Now, when they say document redaction, what they mean is, so it actually masks. So it would cross out certain parts of your document that certain people don't have to see. You get what I'm saying? So maybe your date of birth and all of that, it would redact it. It would cross it out so that they wouldn't have to see. So that's what it does. So the whole process is meant to be able to do that. But obviously they can't know it unless they try it. And they've tried it using what they've been using. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so when they did that, the extra caution and iterations are extra caution and iterations are applied to the development of the KYC app. So obviously they do that as it deals with an important process of the network and important data of pioneers. That's what I just said in a different word. So obviously, because they're dealing with our data, they definitely need to be able to check how live your documents are, and then of course they have to be able to redact the document in the process. And when they redact it, like I said, the redaction with an A, not with a U, redaction, not reduction, with an A, not with a U. Now, what that does, it crosses out the important part of your document so it wouldn't have to be seen by an extra pair of eyes. And then, of course, once the improvement and scalability are complete, pioneers will be able to go to kyc.app to submit their KYC documentation. So this process is a process. It will take a few days, maybe a few weeks, and then once that's done, they will now ensure that we get into KYC. You get what I'm saying? Proper KYC. That's why I've not done any video about KYC, because I need to make sure I've got it absolutely spot on before I tell you that okay, we're in KYC or we're not in KYC. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't say we're in KYC if we're not in KYC. I'll never lie to you people. You know that. So that is what it is. Let me move to the next question. If you've got any question, remember, ask. So I've got my guy here, obviously Jeff Darby, saying he's one of my members, of course. He's thanking me for that. And then I've got Pranav Sharma saying, when did you get the KYC slot? Me, I got it, I think, the second time when we did I was invited the first time, but I wasn't ready, so I didn't do it. And then the second time I was invited again, I think maybe, they like me. I don't know. The algorithm likes me. So they invited me. And then I went and did it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what happened, really. You get me? Yeah. So that's what I did. And I got KYC. So that's a while ago. Maybe 1.5 years ago, I think. I got KYC, I think, or 2 years ago. It could be 1.5 years ago, not 2 years ago. 1.5 years ago. Bro, when can we buy things with PyCoin and PyShop, and tell me dates when we can upload KYC? Today I'm not feeling that well. It's not COVID, but I'm not feeling that well. Let me see about that. All right, let me go to the next question. I'll answer this one later. So, the next question, they're saying, will pioneers be notified when KYC is widely available? All right. So obviously this answer is easy. It's an easy yes. You will be notified, of course, because if they don't notify you, how are they gonna, get people to get awakened to get themselves KYC'd? So they will be notified in our announcement. Now remember, don't listen to anybody unless it's announced on your homepage. If it's announced on your Pi app, then you know that that is happening. Now, this is what you need to do. When that happens, you'll be able to send notification to your referral team and security circle members to prompt them to perform KYC. Now, this is important. You need to be able to tell them. So once it says that, prompt all of them to get KYC. Me, I'm going to call them personally. I'll call them. I'll be like, look, you need to get KYC. I need you to get KYC. And obviously, I'll guide them through it. If they have to go through it, I'll guide them through it, and everything will be done. So the core team will also post announcements that will remind users to upload their KYC documentation. So obviously, you're not going to lose out. You'll be invited to do all of that. The core team is going to do all of that for you. Remember, post your questions. Don't forget, smash that like button as well. And every question will be answered once I'm done. So don't worry. I'll answer all your questions. There's 28 of you here. I want to see 28 Or 27 of you. I want to see 27 likes, please. I've not seen a single like. Yeah, so just press that like button and let's continue. What else? What else? Let me remove that. All right, so let's move to the next question. So the next question: when will Pi balances be transferred to their mainnet wallets for pioneers who have submitted KYC documentation? Now, this is important. So here they're saying submitting documents only. Example: KYC pilot pioneers, participants, or even being authenticated as a person in the submitted document. Example: Yoti. So those of us that have been authenticated, Yoti KYC, like me, it's only part of the KYC process. So it's only part of the Pi KYC process. So there's going to be additional checks. Remember, additional checks such as name matching. Well, my name is already matched. Previous violation of Pi terms of and services. Now, this is why I've advised a lot of you not to be doing silly things with your Pi accounts. If you do silly things with it, eventually, you could get your account taken away from you, and all your hard work will be for nothing. Regulation compliance verification, of course, will need to be performed. So they will look at all of that. You understand? I believe those of us that have been there for a long time, they might have looked at it, and of course, it's all been done. The person, speaking about what's going on, speculation price of Pi. Today, I see a post that express Pi consensus value. I don't like speculation here. What's his name? Amar Chetri. So if you're talking about price of Pi, we're not talking about price of Pi. Today is KYC. So if you want to talk about price of Pi, get out of my channel, please, because I don't want to talk about price of Pi. Nobody should ask me about price of Pi. All right. Everything today is about KYC, nothing about price of Pi. So if you know you're going to talk about it, I'm going to get you out of this place. Sorry about that. So, because you're talking about irrelevant things, you've not been KYC'd and you're talking about irrelevant things. Talk about what's important, which is KYC. If I hear you talk or I see that anybody's talking about price of Pi and all of that, it's not necessary at the moment. You can talk about the price of Pi being gazillion dollars. I don't care. What I care about is people getting KYC. That's the next step. You don't jump from 0 to 9. You jump from 0 to 1. All right? So what's the next one? All right. So yeah, so will need to be performed, all of which will constitute a pass of the Pi KYC. So obviously that's how they're going to pass you for the KYC. You need to go through additional checks, which will be matching your name and all of that. You get what I mean? And then once they do that, then of course they'll pass you for the KYC. Generally, after a pioneer has submitted their KYC documentation, it will need to go through a verification process. You get what I mean? That's why some of you that have already gone through that process through the KYC app, the KYC tool that they actually gave us. That's why it's taking a bit longer, because it has to go through a certain process. You get what I'm saying? And once it goes through that process, they're going to do it for you. And then, of course, at the terms and conditions. So they verify your identity and then compliance with the terms and conditions. So for pioneers that pass this verification process, their Pi balance will become transferable and get transferred to their Pi wallets in regular batches. So you're not going to actually get everything. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get everything gone straight into your account. You have to pass it, and then gradually. So I think it's going to be on a first come first serve basis. So those of us that have been KYC'd already might get our balances transferred before some other people. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they're going to do. Oh, it's raining so hard. Anyway, let's continue. So let me see. If you've got any questions, don't forget ask. And then if you wanna, it's only 15 of you smashing that like button. You're not smashing it. Smash that like button, please. Smash it if you're here. If you know you like what you're seeing, smash the like button. Yeah. If you don't smash it, it means you don't like what you're seeing. And that's not good, considering the work I put in. It said, how will users be notified if they have passed KYC or not. A pioneer can check on their KYC status inside the Pi app, the Pi KYC app through Pi browser, where they submitted the KYC documents. So obviously, those of you that have gone through that, you would check that to see if you've passed. You get what I mean? Obviously, people like us, we can't go through because we've already passed our KYC. So I can't go to the app. If I go there, it just keeps loading and loading and loading because it's trying to tell me you've passed. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, it already indicates that I've passed. So I don't really have any problems. Keep your questions coming anyway. Keep your questions coming. I'm going to answer them very soon. I've got a last Q&A, and then we would do our Q&As very quickly. Our proper Q&As about KYC. Yeah? So what happens to those who do not pass KYC? Will their accounts be burned immediately? So this is it. This is where the interest comes. Failure in KYC can result from multiple reasons. Different reasons may lead to different outcomes. So example, another chance to resubmit KYC application, appeal or permanent rejection. So you have different levels. You get what I mean? Pi accounts will not be burned immediately. A grace period will likely be given for any resubmission and appeal cases, which will be announced later. So your account will not be burned immediately. Remember that, unless you've done something fraudulent or dubious, then it could be. But if not so, they're not gonna burn your account immediately. You can either resubmit or you can appeal. You get what I'm saying? So you resubmit the KYC application. Sometimes maybe your ID might be a bit fuzzy, so they might want a proper application again. So you reapply, or if you're rejected, you may have to appeal. And then if you've got permanent rejection, then that's when your account will be burned. You get what I mean? Your account will be burned, or your Pi will be burned. So obviously, those were the Q&As, the questions that people had asked, and these are questions I believe some of you might have had. If you've got further questions about KYC, you can still ask them, and I'll answer them, of course. Don't worry, just ask any question, and if I can answer it, I'll give you an answer. If I can't, it has to be about KYC and nothing else, because tomorrow I've got something else I'm going to talk about, still about KYC, but it's something else, a different trajectory, different dimension. You get what I mean? So today it's just about the KYC Q&As that people might have been wanting to ask, and the core team came up with this just to explain it to you that look, they were supposed to have a mass KYC, but they realized that it's not going to be possible for 30 million people. You understand? You can't have 30 million people all wanted to get on similar servers, so that's not going to work. That's why they've tried to release it in batches and see. I think they did the 100, but the 100 didn't work because the 100 would be 230 regions or countries, territories. And that means that you get about 23,000 people KYC'd. And when that happens, you know you're going to have trouble. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time as well, because it just ran out on the same day. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they've done. And in doing so, it didn't work. So they thought, you know what, maybe the best thing to do is to just release it in 50s and see. They've released it in 50s. That seemed to have been successful. So now the server is the one they need to improve on. If they improve on the servers, then we might not have problems. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that is what they need to improve on. We have 24 people here. Try and like the button, press the like button, please. It takes just a microsecond. Tap on it, and then you like it. It just helps our algorithm, you know. So that's the reason why we're having that. To me, I like it because if I get KYC, then a lot of my earning team get KYC. I don't get anything from their mining anymore. So I don't want them to get KYC yet. I don't want to get KYC. Well, I'm KYC, but I don't want them to get KYC yet, so I can get more from them. You get what I'm saying? Get more from them. You know, so that's what I'm waiting for at the moment. That's what I'm waiting for. And once that happens, of course, everything will be easier. You know, everything will be much easier. So yeah, guys, we're 20 minutes into the stream, which means I've spoken for 20 minutes. Now it's your turn to ask questions or say whatever it is you want to say, which is in relation to this one. Let me see what people have been saying. Let me start from Zamani. Well, somebody says, wait, got so many people asking questions. Hello, bro. What do you think? Nah, I don't talk about that. Oh, shoot. Right. So I've got, he said, damn, you're a lucky man. Hope we also will get KYC slots soon. Yeah, well, the other one is more to do with, it's not really, it's just a slot for your country. You have to be quick, first come, first serve basis. You know what I mean? Um, And then Zamani is saying, I hope Nigerian wouldn't be left out, especially people that have NIN slip. No, it will not be left out. The thing is, you have to have a lot more Nigerians being verifiers, KYC verifiers, trustworthy ones as well. So, which means every country needs some verifiers to be able to come and verify the KYC. If you don't have verifiers, then it's going to take much longer to do it. So, most countries have to put forward or their representatives for KYC verification, the physical KYC verification. So most countries need to do that. If they don't do that, then it's going to take longer if you're waiting for the server to do that. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not doing this. Let's go on. I guess with the delay in KYC, the current mining rate might last for 2 to 3 months because, according to the updated white paper, the CT said the new mining rate formula will take effect after a good number of people have done their KYC. What is your opinion about this, sir? Yes. So that is not that really. Once the way it is, yeah, once they roll it out, when they announce that they're rolling it out in batches. Right now, they haven't announced it. That's why people can't actually. But once they announce that they're rolling in batches, it will be huge batches. It could be 1,000 per country. It could be 10,000 per country. It's not going to be hundreds and fifties. That's going to take forever. You get what I'm saying? The hundreds and fifties were test figures just to ensure that they know what they're doing. They can't just do 1,000 and then clog the server. They're not going to do that. So they have to do minimum numbers. I mean, minimum amount of people or pioneers, so they can get everything done. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So what your question is a very good question, but it will not take that long. I suppose it will not take that long to get that thing done. It will not take that long to get it done. Do you know what I mean? But the whole purpose of this batches release is to ensure that it's smooth. You get what I'm saying? They don't want it to be so clogged up like fat in your pipe. You get what I mean? They don't want it clogged up that way. They want everything to be smooth, plunged out nicely and smoothly. You get what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be cool, guys. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be cool. Nobody should panic. What else? Somebody's saying you're a real source. Yeah, yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Obon Mike Obon Neke Nwankwanta is saying, "Great job, Ray. You're great. You're doing great. I understand all this very well. Thank you for that, my dear friend." And Pranav is saying, "I very well know that Pi Launch is mainnet successfully. Wait, let me see. Yeah, the Pi network is going to be successful in future, and I will hold it forever. Yeah, that's good. That's your thing. So here I've got Pardon saying, my brother, I'm happy to see you once again. I just also wish they can extend more time so that we can be able to mine more. Well, the thing is, Pi has been here for almost 3 years now. So the thing is, just enjoy it for now. Enjoy it for now. Enjoy the mining for now. Remember the video I did about the 100 billion circulation thing? Yep, I told you it's like a gold mine. So enjoy it during this period. It's like a gold mine. When that time comes that you have to get paid for mining your gold, you get your rewards. You get what I'm saying? So mine it like you're mining gold. You get what I mean? Mine it like you're mining gold. Hi Ray, I'm from Singapore and already KYC'd about 1.5 years ago. Do you think I can volunteer as a verifier for my country? Of course you can. They will provide facility for us to do that. I'll definitely be a volunteer for the UK. Yes, to ensure I get my people. I want everybody to get KYC. Then I'll be genuine and honest. Just because you need honest people. If the person is not honest and they're not who they say they are, you can't just put them through, even if it's your family member. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, if you're found to be doing something dodgy, then you're going to find yourself in trouble. And that could even be criminal implications. You get what I'm saying? You don't want that. So you yourself have to be honest. And once you're honest, then you know that you can be a volunteer for your country as well. And then we have Pranav again, and I think changing Pi for a fiat currency is not very helpful for Pi network as compared to using Pi for getting goods and services. What do you think? I would say it goes both ways personally. It depends on what you using it for. I hold value in goods and services as opposed to holding value in fiat currency. Fiat currency, I believe it to be an illusion, an illusion of value, but goods and services are more physical value. They're not an illusion of value. You get what I mean? So personally, I would go for goods and services as opposed to fiat currency because I don't really need fiat currency. What I need is to be able to, just run this whole thing to see how everything is going to go. It's a long term thing for me. It's not a short term thing. For some people, it's short term, understandably so. And for me, it's long term. So I would rather look at it in a different light. You get what I'm saying? I'll look at it in a different light. Shrikant Gupte or Gupte is saying hi Ray. Yeah, hi Shrikant. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, so we're 27 minutes into the stream, 29 people here. We only have 24 likes. I need all of you to like. So press the like button before I continue. Before I answer Akubweze's question, like buttons right now, guys. All of you, I want to see it. Be my guys and press that like button. Trust me, if you don't know me, you will know me now. I love the like buttons to be pressed. So press them. It takes 1 microsecond. Press it. It takes 1 microsecond. It's 28 people here. I have only 25 likes. All of you press it right now. Yeah, I know I'm a bit serious today, but I have to be. I have to be. Anyway, let's continue. Let me see Aku's question. So he's saying, would the KYC validators for each country be paid for? No, it's a voluntary job. Voluntary. That's what you volunteer for. Wouldn't you be privileged to be chosen as one of those to be a validator? Come on, man. I will be privileged if I'm chosen after an application is put through to be a validator. I will be honored to do it without a single penny. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Telegram was a distraction. It was really distracting me a lot from my YouTube. I had to focus on the YouTube. That's why I turned it off and deleted everything. But it's good. All of you come here now, so that's good. Questions? Q&A time. Q&A time. So you can ask your questions. Now, you know what? I'm actually going to put a link here. Guys, you're still not liking. You need to like, like the content. I'm going to put a link here. So if you want to phone in, you can phone. All right. Um, call via. Oh. All right. So I'll put a link in there, and you can. Yeah, still 25 people. That's weird. Yep. So I've put a link there. So if you want to call, you can call and ask your question. But anyway, if you don't want to call, that's cool too. yeah. So my guy here is saying that I always like and share and comment on your videos because you give real information. Yeah, I do my like I said, I always do my best to give real information. I don't want to keep I don't want to lie to anybody. I try my best to ensure that whatever I say is the truth, nothing but the truth. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I try to do. You know, that's what I try to do. Give you authentic information and not lies. All right. So yeah, you can keep asking your questions. Oh, keep asking your questions because I love it when you're asking questions so I can answer them. I actually saw something. Let me see about KYC. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, yeah. So I have one question for you. Since you guys don't have any question, when do you think KYC would actually gain ground? When do you think KYC would actually gain ground? I mean, mass KYC. This is something that I've been wanting to ask you people because some of you have got your own predictions, of course. Um, yeah, so that's I've asked my question now, Shrikant. So you now have to answer it. I've asked my question. When do you think that is gonna gain ground? Yeah, I'll be back in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. Just give me 5 seconds. All right, I'm back. Just put some biscuit in my mouth. So Shrikant is saying, Mr. Ray, KYC Q&A, we got on home screen today. When did we get it? Yeah, no, we got it today. Yeah, early morning. We got it early. Well, in the UK, it's early morning. Um, yeah, UK, I got it early this morning. So, um, so he's like, he asked that question, and he said it's gonna be. He expects it next week. Fingers crossed. Um, Now that the PyCore team has released the KYC Q&A, I think mass KYC will be released in about 2 weeks. That is plausible. That is plausible, which is what Pranav is saying that it could be between mid January and mid February. Absolutely possible. Yes, absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. And then Herbert from Singapore is saying about a week or two, which is also extremely possible. And none of your predictions are wrong. None of your predictions are wrong. Remember, I predicted that we were going to get KYC first week in January. And first week in January, what happened? We got an announcement about KYC. You understand what I'm saying? We got an announcement about KYC. So the information I got was we were gonna get some news about KYC, which I thought was gonna be the release of KYC, of course, but we still have some news, which is good, promising news, of course, very very good. So that I'm happy about everything that's going on. I'm not really in a rush because I feel like the more KYC is pushed back, the better it is for us to mine at a higher rate because we're in control of it. We can keep mining. You get what I'm saying? And then the more we can contact our team and the security circle, members of our security circle, to you know get their documents ready. So once KYC is rolled out, I mean mass KYC is rolled out, everybody can do what they have to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna be great. Trust me, it's gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Don't forget, guys, smash that like button. Yeah, smash that like button. All right, so Ray, I would also like to ask: is the people who will be verifying our ID also pioneers from our countries? Yes, yes, they're pioneers from your countries who have already been KYC'd. So they've already been KYC'd because if you've not already been KYC'd, you will not have that capability to get somebody KYC'd. You get what I mean? So it would have to be somebody that's KYC'd already and from your country as well. And of course, they will verify them to see that they're authentic people. But then once the KYC, the trust is there. Do you know what I mean? So what about those wallets in the Pi blockchain? Yeah, yeah. The Pi blockchain is where the magic is going to happen. Actually, that's where you can see your balance. You know, I mean, you have your wallet, of course, but the Pi blockchain is where you will see, your balance and everything for now. So once you get KYC, then your balance, your transferable balance is transferred, and obviously your lockup balance is also kept where it is. You will see both balances displaying over there, and that will be the accurate figure. That will be the accurate figure. Do you know what I mean? So till then, what's the use of enclosed network, Mr. Ray? If we're not able to do anything or not even see our actual balance? I think I just spoke about it. So once you get KYC in the enclosed network, like I said, we will be able to do peer-to-peer sort of transaction. Do you know what I mean? So there will be that, and then you'll be able to see how most of the Pi utilities work, and then they will be able to work on things as well leading up to open network. I'm actually going to do a video about open network, which I'll release sometime next week, which I believe you would love, and share, of course. Don't be confused. I think you're overthinking, Shrikant. You're just overthinking. That's what it is. When you get confused, it means you're overthinking. But think of it at the basic level. Go back to basics. Don't overthink. Do you know what I mean? All right. So let me explain something. What's the name? Dolianka. Let me explain something. So you need to look at how much coins you have first. How much coins do you have? So not coins, tokens. How much tokens do you have? When you look at what you have, then you can now talk about, don't compare yourself with anybody. 35,000 is what other people have mined as a result. So he will get some percentage of that. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. So don't worry about what somebody has. It's what you have. What's your transferable balance? That's what's important. And then the rest, if they get KYC, then you get some bonuses added to yours. You know, 10 to 20 wallets are created with around 80 billion. That one, I think I'll talk about it tomorrow in the phone-in show. Today is strictly KYC, strictly KYC. So let's keep it within topic, KYC, all right? Let's keep it within topic. I don't want to talk about anything outside the box. So it's strictly KYC today. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a phone-in show. What's the name of the show, actually? Let me check the name of the show. Tomorrow's show. What's the name of tomorrow's show? Okay, so tomorrow's show is yes, tomorrow yeah, we're gonna talk about uh KYC trial. We're gonna talk about KYC trial, and then the KYC trial volunteering, and then let me see. We'll talk about pre-mainnet and mainnet. That's so important because there's a lot that I need to talk about tomorrow. We'll be talking about all of that, and I hope you enjoy that video as well. So, and obviously, you can ask more questions when you go and you sleep and you wake up. You can ask more questions about what we've discussed today, and yeah, share the content. That's the most important thing. Share it and let others know what you know. Let them see what you're seeing. You know what I mean? And get them obviously to subscribe to the channel as well, because that's when they'll get even more information. Not when you forget to post it to them. You get what I mean? So we have to do all of that to ensure that they get that. Yeah. We have to do that to ensure that they get that. Tomorrow's live phone issue is going to be interesting because I'm going to have a few people um, come in, obviously not to be on the show because I think I'll stop doing that one. All right, sir. Sir, I also think that they also released the Q and A's to us so that it can be easy for those who are not patient. Now, absolutely true. There's been so many impatient people who don't understand the whole process. They think it's something that, remember, you're dealing with servers, and servers are like a brain. When you jam your brain up, you can go mad. Not literally, but it's crazy. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. So, you don't want to jam your brain up. That's the same thing with servers. You have to keep the flow, keep it steady, And so that's what they're trying to do with the with that. So people think KYC. Listen, I'm not rushing it. I will not rush it. I will not rush it personally because it's the most important stage or the most important phase of this whole process. And you need to process. And remember, we are in phase three. We've left phase two. We're in phase three. The tests have been done. But because we're in phase three now, they can't just say because we're in phase three, we should just immediately get into things. No, we should calm down, relax. Imagine you're trying to get your ID uploaded and it keeps loading and loading and loading and not uploading. What would you do? You get mad because the system is jammed. You don't want that. You want it to be smooth. So they need to usher it in slowly, slowly in batches. And then after that, once the people get the hang of the system and know that you can do it at any time within the 6 month period, you don't need to rush it. You can do it at any time. As long as you've got your ID, do it at any time within the 6 months period. Imagine what's going to happen. It will be smooth, just like the vaccination process. You know what I mean? So somebody says, Timmy says, Mr. Ray, some are mixing the transferable balance and the unverified balance up, saying once those you referred get verified, then you will have the unverified balance rolled to your um, transferable balance. I get what you're saying. They shouldn't mix it up. Your transferable balance is the one you have been given, the reward you've been given for mining over the period you have been. And then the unverified ones are the ones that other people, the 25% that they have mined, say if they've mined 1,000, you get 250 kind of thing. However, once they get KYC'd, whatever it is that is supposed to be given to you will be given to you automatically, be computed to you, or the algorithm will pick it up and give it to you. You get what I'm saying? The ones that don't get verified, or sorry, don't get verified via KYC within the 6 month grace period, their ones plus the ones you've earned as a result of them mining will be taken away and then will be dependent. If it's a criminal one, then it will not be given to us at all. It will be burned. If it's not a criminal one, it is a legitimate one, genuine one, but they couldn't get KYC within the 6 month period, then it will be thrown back into the coffers where we'll mine from, gold mine as I call it, and then we'll mine it back. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen. So people shouldn't confuse the two. And then there's another comment here saying, uh, when can I expect KYC slots after when appear email verification? Some people said that after some days, it appear KYC when they made email verification. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. We'll see. But what I can tell you is, me in mine, because I'm one of the early people, there was no email verification for me because I had verified my emails, but my interface is a bit different. But my KYC is the one that shows. So you see a green tick saying I've been KYC'd. So yeah, that's that one. And then yeah, Jeff, I'll be with you soon. Yeah, I'll be with you soon. I can see you, Jeff. Yeah, I can see you. Dawson Group is saying, hello, brother Ray. Compliments of the season. So good to see you in 2022, the year of Pi, Zoom, and all of that. And then I got somebody from Facebook. Facebook, I don't see the name, so I can only say Facebook user. Let me see. It's saying We're blessed to have you, Mr. Ray. I wish I could see whoever is on Facebook, but I can't because I need to go to Facebook to see it. Let me read the comments and then I'll go to my dear friend Jeff. Um, Somebody said 22nd March. I think that's a date that he's predicting. Um, Sarah, I know you're always accurate with what you say, but I also would like to ask or re-ask you the question you asked when. So when do you think they will start with a mass KYC? Or when do I think they will start with a mass KYC? Don't worry, I'll answer you in the end. Yo, Ray, really, KYC only comes into play when you're trying to convert to fiat currency. I think you're gonna mess around and do it all at the same time. I think they're gonna mess around and do it all at the same time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really negative about it, but we'll see how it goes. Um, Let me see. So I saw 10 to 12 created. I'll answer that question. I thought, let me see. Because it's not a KYC question, I feel I don't want to answer that. But let's see. Yes, hello from Macedonia. Anyway, let me go straight to my guy and see what he's saying. Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Good afternoon, boss. How you
Yes,
doing?
Jeff. I'm good. You? How's it going?
I am fine. I'm fine. I just
Good.
want to phone in to say thank you very much for the great job you're doing for your fellow
Yeah.
pioneers. We are always happy, super excited hearing you do your thing like this. It gives us that courage for us to keep mining, and then we take it from you here to go and tell our little invites that does not know much about the Pi network. Whatever we get from you here, we tell them, we educate them. So, in fact, it's interesting. I love that. But
Yeah.
I just have one question for you today. The
Mm-hmm.
validators from each country that
Mm-hmm.
Pi network might choose, if I base in Calabar and my validator is right now in Lagos, how do we get to link to each other? Will I travel to Lagos to get my KYC done?
All right. So this is where it becomes very interesting. This is where it becomes very interesting.
Yeah,
You, Me personally, I believe because Nigeria is a huge country and you've got so many people, and you definitely have so many people mining or on Pi. The best thing to do is to make sure that you have somebody in Calabar. The easiest bit is to get somebody in Calabar to also become one of the validators, because I personally would say regionally it's best to have validators there. So every region should have a validator. That's what I think personally, anyway. So the Calabar region might have one or two or three people who should be able to become validators. And if you go to say Lagos or Aba or Delta or something, you want people around in and around those areas to also be validators. It makes it easier. I believe they're going to do that. Remember, the people need to put themselves forward. They put themselves forward, and then they will be chosen because they themselves have to have been KYC'd already. You get what I'm saying? They can't
yeah.
still if they're not KYC'd. So that is what's going to happen. You get what I mean? So I believe each person in each region or state in your case, or city or town, it depends. It depends. They should have somebody within in and around the area or a nearby area to be able to be one of the validators. But they have to put themselves forward. You understand? You will not be chosen. You have to put yourself forward. So if, even you, Jeff, if you want to be a validator, you need to put yourself forward after you've been KYC'd. You get what I mean? So that's what it is, really. But Jeff, let me ask you a question. Have you been KYC'd?
No, I haven't. I joined the Pi network about 7 months ago. Do I have my international passport? This is
Right.
my fifth one. I have international passport. I have it, so I don't have a problem with that. I have the NIN. I have the driver's license and my international passport. So I think I'm good to go with my international passport.
Mm.
So, but I have not been KYC'd. I started mining about 7 months ago. So I think I'm still young in the network. So maybe I may not be accepted. Though I have a very good number of coin already because of my workforce, about a 10,000 plus or 12,000 thereabout. So no problem. I don't know if I put myself forward and I might not be taken because I'm too young in the network.
No, 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 no. That's not how they look at it. That's not how they look at it. You'll be taking. Listen, it's an algorithm that they look at. You understand? It's an algorithm. So they look at the frequency at which you visit the app. You get what I'm saying? The frequency. So even if you do visit it every day and you don't stay there, they will not look at you. They look at you as somebody that just comes, minds, and goes. You get what I mean? But if you're there, clicking on apps, clicking on tools, clicking on utilities, trying to see what's happening, doing some chats, contributing. That's why when you chat, you check your profile. You're gonna see the like and the dislikes. People that like your comments and people that dislike your comments. You're gonna see all of that. That is part of the statistics that they look at, the data they look for. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Somebody that really contributes and communicates and give ideas and involve yourself in the chats, they will know all of that. You get what I'm saying? And then you've got the people that just come in, click on the lightning bolt, and then that's it. Once it turns green, they go away. You've got those types. They will never be chosen as validators. You get what I'm saying? They will never be chosen as validators. So there's a lot of factors they're going to look at in order to choose people as KYC validators. You get what I'm saying? So that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get people that will put themselves forward. And but I think the KYC thing, those of us that were chosen were the ones that definitely not because we were early, but at the same time, we were contributors as well and ambassadors. You get what I mean? So we
Yeah.
if we invited people, our people were also mining. We always reminded them to mine. They look at it's an algorithm, it picks all of those things up. You get what I'm saying? It picks everything up. So if you're somebody that pings inactive all the time, let me go ping inactive, let me go ping inactive. They know that you're really, following up with your people. You get what I'm saying? So it means you're an ambassador to the whole project. And then you have people that don't care. They have so many members who are not mining, but they don't care. They would know that as well. So you can't get chosen voluntarily or arbitrarily to become a validator because you don't really contribute to to the economy. But when it comes to KYC, it doesn't matter how long you're with Pi, you will get KYC'd because it's all about checking your document to see that if you are who you say you are. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, Jeff. It doesn't matter. You will still get KYC'd. You get me?
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have a
Yeah.
very good number of invites, about 112. That's my
Yeah.
downline. And
Oh,
normally I do ping them every morning. I ping them
yeah.
every morning. That's what I do. So at
Yeah.
every point in time, I have about 60, 70
Yeah.
mining. I have 60, 70 mining at every point in time. If you don't, I think it's 50. That is the minimum that
Yeah.
always mine on my dashboard.
Yeah. 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 Well, that's all right. That's good. That's good. All right. So, thank you so much, my friend. We'll chat. We'll
Thank,
chat on thing.
thank you,
Yeah.
Ray. Thank you,
All
boss.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was Jeff. Brian is saying that in America they have four checks: email, phone, password, and Facebook. Well, on my one, I have three checks. I have password, phone, and Facebook, and then of course I got KYC as well. So I've got the KYC tick, I've got the password tick, I've got the phone tick, and I've got the Facebook tick. So I've got four ticks on that, but I don't have the email tick because mine when I started, the email facility was not there to get ticked. So that's not there. But for those of you that followed up a bit later, I think they added the email too, so people would also verify their emails. So yeah, if I'm to probably delete the app, which I'll not do, and reinstall the app, maybe there might be an email verification tool for me to use. But right now, I have four without the email, which is the KYC, password, phone, and Facebook. So that's what it is. And he said he doesn't know why his name is not showing. Your name is showing here. It shows as Brian Alexander. So maybe on yours, but on mine it's showing your real name, your full name. I mean your real name. You know. So yes, we've got 6 minutes. If anybody's got any questions, you can ask before I go. I'm going to be exactly 1 hour. I don't want to go beyond that because tomorrow I've got another live around the same time as now. So that is also going to be a very important live stream with phone call with a call in as well. So obviously I'll get people like Jeff phoning in, and I get other people phoning in just to ask some questions and stuff. Um, all right. So Shrikant is saying that don't worry, I haven't skipped your question. I was answering. You need to remember, Jeff is one of my members, proper contributor. So I have to prioritize it when it comes here. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I had to go to him before you. So now let me see your question. If you want your questions prioritized, become a member. Anyway, so Shrikant is saying, Ray, sir, sorry, one quick question other than KYC, which I'm keenly interested in, is keenly interested in is Elon Musk coming to Pi Network. Please answer if you have any news on this. I don't have any news on it at the moment, to be honest. That's the truth. I don't have any news on that. What I know is Elon Musk is a keen observer of Pi. He's a keen observer, and most cryptocurrencies for that matter. So he would observe it, but he will see how successful it could become, the potential, and if it is successful in a short term, then you get people like him trying to come to. But the thing is with Pi, we have the power. You need to remember that. It's not like other cryptos, which you don't really have any power. You need to depend on people like Elon Musk to, inject something into it just to push the price up. And if you're not smart enough, once it goes up, they gain their profits, they pull it back, and then you're messed up. So that's not what we want to do in Pi. Pi is a currency. So if people want to pump in their money, they can pump it in, but we will control everything because of the lockup. You know what I mean? The lockup is what's going to help us. If we can lock up, then we help with the scarcity. And if there is scarcity, then that you're in control. We control the scarcity, not even the core team. We control the scarcity. You get what I mean? Anyway, so don't forget, smash that like button. Tomorrow, we do have the phone-in show, which is going to be extremely important that you're there. But we'll still be talking about a lot of other things. I'll be talking about the KYC trial volunteering phase, which is what we're in right now. I'm glad because I even wanted to talk about it before they released it. Before they released what's the name? Before they released, you're welcome, Shrikant. Before they released the Q&A that they released, the KYC Q&As. So I actually put out this a day before. So we'll be talking about the KYC trial volunteering phase. I'll be talking about pre-mainnet and mainnet, which means I'll be talking about the 100 billion. You understand the 100 billion supply of Pi. I'll explain it in detail further with respect to the video I released this week. So you're going to know all of that in the form of explanation tomorrow. It's going to be really lit. You're going to love it. You know what I mean? So those three things are what I'm going to talk about. And then, of course, I'll be answering your questions via phone calls and that. So via the call. So if you want to answer anything, you will know. Yeah. So Brian is saying, has your referral team members' names showed up yet? Showed up where, my brother? As in KYC? Nah. If it's that, nah. If one or two of them have already been KYC'd a while ago, but as of now, no new KYCs yet. I think they're just waiting for. I'm waiting for the mass KYC. Then I'll just ping them or send them texts to let them know that they can get KYC. And then once they get K or they're getting KYC, that could help them as well. I could go there and help them get KYC'd. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I can do that. I can help them get KYC'd. So we could do all of that. What else? Whew. All right. So I think that's about it for today. Tomorrow we'll definitely talk about a lot of things. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll talk about a lot of things. KYC volunteering phase. That's very, very important. I'll explain that to you and you'll understand if you don't understand it yet. And then of course, like I said, we'll talk about pre mainnet and mainnet mining and the figures and all of that, and I'll explain what everything means, so um, you wouldn't be confused like others are at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So some of you will just have to relax and understand. There's a lot more to come. All right? There's a lot more to come. Anyway, peace.